Hello. Okay. Mechanism of inheritance. This is also mechanism of inheritance. Organisms are made up of several microscopic cells, variety of shapes, variety of size. WBCs is also 1/2000 inch in diameter. Nucleus is important component in each cell, which is spherical in shape. All cells descended from a single fertilized egg by uh, successive cell divisions. Genetic terms you need to know. Genetics. We will discuss these terms to make your understanding with it. Genetics, branch of biology that deals with the heredity and variation of organisms. Heredity, the transmission of characters from one generation to next generation, that is formed parent to offspring means progeny, is known as heredity. Inheritance is the process by which characters are passed on from parent to progeny. It is the basis of heredity. Inheritance Inheritance studies both the similar and variation. Variation Variation means difference between parents and their offsprings, or between offsprings of same parents, or between members of the same population. Chromosomes carry the hereditary information. Genes, basically, chromosome holds the carry the genes, which are, and now we will learn what are the genes. Gene, a unit of heredity, a section of DNA sequence encoding a single amino acid or protein. This is the gene. Genome, the entire set of the genes is in an organism, is called genome. Alleles, alternative form of a gene. Alternative forms of a gene, two components of genes that occupy the same position on homologous chromosomes and that covers the same trait, like flavors of a trait. This is just like the flavors of a trait. Locus, a fixed location on a strand of DNA where a gene or one or its of its alleles is located. Homozygous, having identical alleles for a genes, one from each parent of particular trait. Capital A, capital A, capital T, capital D, capital D, capital D, capital R, small d, small d, small d, small d, means there is no one capital and one small. Both must be small, or both will be large. Capital. Heterozygous, having two different alleles for a genes controlling particular trait, just like capital A and capital A and small a, capital T and small t, capital D and small d. There will be no capital T and capital T. Capital will be with the small t. Okay. Dominant, the allele of the gene that masks or suppresses the expression of an alternate allele. The trait appears in the heterozygous condition. Recessive, an allele that is masked by the dominant allele. Genotype, the genetic makeup of an organism. Phenotype, the physical appearance of an organism. Hybridization, crossing organisms belonging to different species for getting desirable qualities in the offspring. Hybrid, it is the heterozygous individual produced from any cross involving pure parent having one or more castrating traits. If the pure tall plant is crossed with the pure dwarf plant, the progeny is hybrid tall. Chromosome, the nucleus contains thread-like microscopic structures called chromosome. Every species has a characteristic number of chromosomes. Humans 26, 46, just like these are all the other species, just read it. They occur in pairs. Meiosis ensures half number of chromosomes in gametes. 23 plus 23 is equal to 46. 23 chromosomes in case of human gametes. Number of chromosomes pair are identical in shape and size except sex chromosome. In human, Y chromosome is much smaller than X. Autosomes. Male has 22 autosomes and XY chromosomes. Female has 22 autosomes and XX chromosomes. Each chromosome appears as a three-dimensional object, a condensed sausage-shaped blob at some stages of cell division. Core of the chromosome is a very long, extremely thin thread of deoxyribonucleic acid DNA chromosome of spermagid containing 3 billion base pairs, and somatic cells has 6 billion. These all of it about gene. Just read it behalf on yourself, as you can do it. You can do it. Just do it. Okay. Goodbye.